Hello everybody, hope they are good. Today is Friday and that means the trading week is about to finish. And what a shame, right? Because this trading week has been amazing. We've got loads of volatility and me as a day trader, and probably most of you, we love it. Because volatility means opportunities for us. I mean, this week, check this out please. Monday, a 4% drop. Then a 6% pump. A retrace of a 3%. Another spike up of 4%, a retrace of 2%. I mean, what else can you ask for? And these weeks are usually quite difficult to predict when there is so much volatility, so many news announcements, and you don't really know what the results are going to be, but you have to also play with the chart, because it's true that sometimes the chart can anticipate what the news are going to say, okay? Especially in a bull market, I would say. Now, in a bear market, I think it's harder because at least this bear market is purely driven by data. So it's even harder to make predictions. So when I make a plan for the week and it comes pretty close to reality, check this out. That was very good timing. That pump, that stop hunt in the New York session. Okay? But of course, it's not perfect because this could have been lower. Okay? Something like this. But again, when it gets quite close to reality, and even quite close to reality, and it gives you enough conviction to put your money in the trades, then it's all good. So personally, I'm very happy with this trading week, and I've also gone through the profits that I made this week, and it's been one of the best weeks I've had in the whole year. It hasn't been the best one, but top 3, top 5, yes. So I'm very happy for that, and I also want to say thank you for all of you that have been watching the videos every day, reading the tweets every day, that I know that, it's many of you. So I hope that the content could help you this week, that you've made some money, that you also avoided losing money. That's also the most important part. So if that's the case, thank you so much. And I would appreciate if you tell me if you had a good or a bad trading week, just out of curiosity. But anyway, I want to tell you a bit now of, I would say, kind of like autocritic. Like I'm gonna, try to. This is good for me too. I'm gonna try to see the good things and the bad things that I've done this week and how I could have improved my results. So first of all, I started with a long this week, okay, and that was around this zone here, around 25,100. And that was basically because we had here a strong support, okay, that zone. You can see all the wicks to the downside. But then on Monday, which is usually a false move day, then you see the drop and consolidation again, back above support. So that was telling me, CrypNuevo, it's time to long this market because that's probably Monday's false move. We are consolidating above support, so price is likely to, to spike up and start to recover some imbalances, like for example this one. All right, Asia did the job, and I remember that I closed these longs from here. I closed them in this candle right at the start of the London session. I mean, this is still a very good exit because it's a $1,000 move, but it's true that could have been a $1,000, almost $500 move if I would have closed it here. So again, maybe I closed it too early. Now in hindsight, but still profit is profit, so I'm not gonna punish myself. So then you saw this drop, and I took another long at the 1 hour and 4 hour 50 EMA test. And again, the exit could have been better because I remember that I exit here in this zone, but I could have, again, hold it a bit longer, maybe overnight, but I don't like to hold overnight, so it's not really my thing. But it's true that I could have closed it here. Okay, and then the next day, I open again that long because then I was targeting that in the New York session on Thursday, we would see this spike up to hit all this liquidation. So I opened a long in this zone and I closed it quite conservatively around 26,590, I think it was. So around this zone. And then I opened shorts, 2 shorts at 26,669, I think it was. So around this zone and 700 something. Okay, and I want to tell you what I'm doing with these shorts. First of all, I just took some profits because we tested the 1 hour 50 MA. That's usually a place where I like to take some profits, okay? Now, the rest of the short, I'm still holding it because if you notice, we have only 5 minutes to close this candlestick, and it's likely that maybe in the next candle we might test it as resistance, and if that's the case, price can continue going lower. Where to? Well, you have the 4-hour 50 EMA there waiting for you, and that's gonna be a place where I'm gonna close the total size of my position, okay? Because today is Friday and the weekend is almost here, and you guys know that I don't trade at the weekend because there is not much volatility. Price goes up, down, it's choppy, it's sideways. It's pointless for me to be checking my phone and see, how my trade is doing. I prefer to close the whole trade and then get back on Monday onto trading. All right. Now, if we manage to close some candlesticks above the 1 hour 50 MA, then what this was a partial take profits is going to become a full take profits, okay? Because price, could range here over the weekend, and it could give some kind of a spike up, because in the 15 minutes time frame, it's true that we have a wick here. Okay, now let me remove this projection because it's done. Check this out. That's a wick. Okay, and the 50%, it's around there. All right, so you can see how there is also a wick to the upside in the 15 minutes time frame. So that's my logic. If we manage to close a candlestick above the 1 hour 50 MA, so if we reclaim that 50 EMA in the 1 hour time frame, then my shorts from this zone will be closed, and I'll aim to reopen them again in this zone. All right, that's what I'm seeing. Now, if we close, stop CrypNuevo changing all these time frames. If we close above the 1 hour 50 MA, then I'll be looking for the 4 hour 50 MA, which is around 26,100, so around this zone. All right, and that'll be the target for today. Then I'll close my trade and relax over the weekend, and research some altcoins, make the Bitcoin Sunday update to prepare ourselves for the next week, and on Monday we start trading again. So that's how I'm trading this, okay? And I have it very clear, and you probably notice when I like to do business, at what time of the day, on what days I like to open trades, close trades, and that is very important, okay? You can call that trading psychology, trading mindset, as you want, but that is very important because, you might have the knowledge, you might have the instinct, but if you don't have the right mindset, if you don't have your ideas clear, then you're gonna make many mistakes, okay? So this is how I operate in a normal week. So that's pretty much everything regarding to Bitcoin in the short time frame. Now, let me tell you what the invalidation of all this short idea is. Well, first of all, I want to tell you, even if the 4 hour 50 MA is what I'll be taking total profits, okay, we still have the problem of this candle. That's an Asian pump, and they usually tend to get retraced. But again, price could, come to the 4 hour 50 MA, could range, could give you even a spike here, and then drop. Okay, that's why I want to close my trade here if we get there today. And I'm not going to be holding it to this zone because we might see a bounce here. All right, so this is still going to be a problem, and that's what I think that we should go in the, I don't know if it's going to be next week or in a couple of weeks, but this SM pump is quite suspicious, and it's probably going to get retraced. Now, the invalidation is this, the daily 50 MA, okay, invalidation above this level, quite clear for me. Go to the daily time frame. Let's check this out, guys. First of all, you have to understand where you are. Okay, let's talk about ranges. That was a range over here. Okay, so that was a range, deviation, drop, and you drop into a previous range, which is this one, okay? Range highs, and then range lows. You could mark these ones, or you could even mark them lower here, okay? I'm gonna mark them here because that was the initial drop in the range, okay? But anyway, daily 50 MA, do you see there, this purple line, okay? If price manages to spike up, get above the one daily 50 MA, okay? Test it as support, or even consolidate here, then that's bullish. And price is gonna go to the range highs of 28,300 or 28,400, okay? So that's the invalidation, and if that happens, then when we are testing a support, consolidating, that's where my short will be closed, and that's where I'll be aiming to take longs towards the right side. So that's in the midterm what I'm thinking for Bitcoin. Okay, of course, even if we do that, then I do believe that still the liquidity is to the downside in this zone here. Okay, so even if we play some kind more of a range like this, I think eventually the breakdown or the breakout will be to the downside. All right, so that's clear to me, because in the weekly time frame we have a couple of problems here for Bitcoin, because we have, first of all, the weekly 50MA testing as resistance. It's at 26,814, and we just tested our resistance again yesterday, so that's a resistance. And you also have here this liquidity pool, this imbalance here at 21,800, and of course, to me, the key in the chart, which is this week over here, and that is basically the 50% of this week minimum target, 20,700. So the question is, CrypNuevo, are you expecting 20,700 to get hit? And the answer is yes, as long as we continue below the weekly 50MA, there is no other way but to go lower and target this zone. That's what I see in the market. All right, short term, mid term, long term. Okay, bull market when? Well, the bull market then is likely to start next summer, 2024. We'll see what happens. But according to the 4-year cycle, I've been explaining this in previous videos months ago, usually is in the halving year, 2 to 3 months after halving. If the halving is in the spring of 2024, then by summer we should have our bull run. And that's also maybe by spring when the ETF gets approved, and we're going to have more liquidity, new people coming into crypto, and that could boost the bull market. So that's what I think for Bitcoin, guys. Okay, now let's go to High Block Capital and check what is going on there. The first thing that I want to check in High Block Capital are the liquidation levels. Let's check the delta. Okay, $12 billion worth of long liquidations. Okay, this is telling you that basically, look, total long liquidation 606, total short liquidations 200. That means that per every one short position, there are 3 long positions open. So who is at risk? To me, it's clear, the long positions. Okay, $12 billion are a lot of liquidations. Check the spike to the downside. Many spikes here. Okay, 25,700, big spike there. 25,488, big spike there. 25,200, another spike of liquidations there. So the logic tells me that this is not a place where I will open any longs. Okay, and we've been talking about the delta all this week, and I've been telling you, I think it's gonna get to 10 billions, and then that's maybe when we can see a drop to retrace these spikes, and maybe it's still correct. So that's still what I'm gonna be looking at. Now, liquidations heatmap, what is going on in the 7 days time frame? Well, we've hit our target. Okay, check out these liquidations here, and this is what I've been telling you. You get a spike, you don't hit this liquidity, the liquidations increase. Another spike, you don't hit this liquidity, the liquidations increase, and the only thing that they are doing there is to increase the liquidations in that zone. So when price pushes towards that zone, like here, then they're gonna hit more liquidations that they could have done previously. It's all about efficiency, and you see the same thing in the 3 months time frame. But to the downside, check this out. Tell me that what is happening in this zone is not the same. A week, but you don't hit this zone. A spike down, but you don't hit this zone. Meanwhile, all these liquidations are increasing, and maybe, who knows, in a couple of weeks, and a month and a half, who knows, you see that drop to this zone and hit all these liquidations. Okay, that's how the market works. It's all about liquidity. It's all about taking your money. Simple as that. All right, but anyway, 7 days time frame. What is the liquidity now? Well, there are some liquidations appearing at 27,000. That is basically the daily 50MA. So that could be also, if you recover the 1 hour 50MA, a place where you could put some limit orders. All right, and then you have to the downside more liquidations at 25,700, 25,650. All right, so the liquidity, I would say right now, is more to the downside. And then in the 1 month time frame, there are some liquidations appearing above these highs, okay? That's usually what happens, you know, usually above previous highs and below previous lows, there are liquidity. So there are some liquidity appearing at 28,500 at the range highs that I've mentioned. But for that, you still need to get acceptance above the daily 50 MA. Otherwise, you're not gonna get there. And in the 3 months time frame, you guys know the story. We're still looking at this zone to get hit over the next few weeks. 6 months time frame. I haven't checked this one for ages, but oh wow, 24,300. All right, that one is gonna get hit sooner or later for sure. Something is telling me that the liquidity is in the midterm to the downside, so that's my reason to not open swing longs. Okay, if you get to the range highs at 28,000. Okay, and that's once you get acceptance above the daily 50 MA to get above it and get test their support, so then you can spike price up again towards the range highs. That's a place where I would be looking to open swing shorts, okay, targeting these lower zones. So that's pretty much everything, guys. I hope that this video has been helpful and you've had a very good trading week. If so, please let me know in the comments. I wanna hear, even if you tell me, look, I've made this mistake with my entry, this mistake with my exit, or look, I've only taken one trade and it's been great. I just want to hear your opinion about how it's been your trading week. I'm quite curious. Before I finish the video, I want to mention that today is the last day of the campaign that I'm doing with BingX, so feel free to participate. It's quite simple. It's one of the top exchanges I've been using for some time that doesn't require KYC, so you can open an account in literally 1 minute. For that, you're gonna get $20 for free, and then if you deposit $50 and keep it there for 3 days at least, then you get another $30. So basically, if you register and you deposit $50, you get another $50 for free. And then you can also have, you know, if you reach $5,000 in trading volume, including leverage, so it's quite easy, you get $100 for free, and you are also gonna get 10% discount on trading fees, and active traders using the referral link are going to get access to the indicator that I'm working on, and probably it's gonna get ready for next month. So if you're interested in an exchange that doesn't require KYC, or an exchange that can give you some rewards, or if you want to also test the indicator, then it's the perfect time, and today is the last day. The campaign finishes at midnight UTC time, so you still have, you know, many hours left. So that's pretty much everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.